Hello and welcome to our first installment of the all-new summer trick videos with yours truly, your trick show host, Rhys. Hello, your trick show host, Rhys here. I'm here at Lakeside Park for our first installment. Here you can be seeing our tricks and magic. From tricks to 1 to 13. Without any further ado, let's get to it right now. So kiddos, like thumbs off me. Let's get to him from here. From here, we'll use some of the basic stuff that you'll see just right here. First, we'll start off with our trick number 1, and that goes to the magic sand air toss trick. It's what this will look like. So here with me is a gut, is some sand. Right here, you can see, and it actually just toss this up in the air. It looks like I can catch it into this hand right here. So here, I'm gonna take a sand, and it actually is to have my hand right there. Watch. Look, by magic, I give it a toss, and a sand is now in my hand. How is this trick done? I'll show you this beach trick was done. All you need is only the sand from your beach. Or wherever you're at, it has a nice part of sand. For this trick, all you'll need is only one thing, and that is sand. Look down, and I'll show you what you will be doing from here. You will be putting sand into your hand, into this hand, like this. Keep that concealed, just like this. Then go and get the same amount of sand in your other hand, like this. Now you can easily point with this hand here, so the sand is in this hand. What you want to do here is, with that sand, you're going to is toss it like this. Or you can go up like this. You can either do it this way or this way, like this. 3, 2, 1. And magically catch the sand after tossing it up in mid-air. And as I do, the springtime summer sand catch trick. To our next trick we get to, we're going to go into the sand again and the water. We'll use the water for our second trick. What is that to? That is to the wet lake sand trick. Here's what this will look like. Here, I'll go down where the water is for this one. I'll see you at the water line. From under the sun to where the sand is to over here. And here is where we'll do the lake wet sand trick. So I'm gonna go grab some sand first from the beach. This beach over here. Here. This fine sand here. Well, actually, is to dunk this sand. I'll get a little bit more sand here. Right here. Like that. I'm going to is have that sand completely wet. So I'm going to take the sand you see here and have it to get soaked with the water. Seen that's right over there. So here, I got the sand right here. I'm going to is put this into the water here, here. That actually is get that sand in the water. Come up close and I'll show you. Then I have the sand here, and my fist is just right here with the sand on the inside, getting the sand all nice and wet. Still have that sand in here. Watch this. Then put it into my hand. There. There's it in my hand. And look. It stays completely dry. The wet lake sand trick. How is this trick done? I'll show you. All you will need are only the lake, water, and of course you'll need is the sand on the opposite side. First, grab yourself some sand right here. And you're going to place it into your hand like this first, like that and so. Then you're going to transfer it back into your hand like this, very secretly like this. Keep your fist. Sand is now inside here, but they won't know it. They're thinking it's inside here all along. Keep that fist. Sand is inside here. What you're gonna actually is dunk your hand, fist into the water, and move it around like this, like that. Then secretly go back behind and dry your hand off, like this. Bring your hand forward like this. Keep your fist, and then fakely go like this. Back into your hand like this, opening up your fist. And by magic, the sand stays nice and dry. And that's how you do the magic wet lake sand trick. You can do this like nearby, wherever you're at, right down at your local beach. To our third trick we get to. This one here goes into the big bright sun that I'm pointing at. Into our third trick goes to the sun touch trick. Here's what this will look like. And a perfect place to be because the sun is just right there. How about if we actually is reach that sun and actually touch the sun? Watch this. Thinking, get my hand, reach out, watch. I can actually touch that sun. You can see I'm actually touching that sun. My hand completely turns itself completely invisible by the powers of the magic of one big bright sun. How is this simple trick done? I'll show you. It's very, very simple. Because all you will need is the nice bright sun that's right up above. Trick is so simple because all you gotta do is reach out to where you see the sun. Because it being bright, it will cast the light upon your hand, giving the illusion you're actually touching the sun. Like look way up at that big bright sun. Because if you go up here, you see I'm not actually touching the sun. The sun is actually reflecting and showing upon my hand, giving that illusion. So go out like this, and say you're gonna touch that sun. Reach out very slowly, and you can see that you're actually touching the sun. Then also turn your hand invisible by twisting your hand like this, heading into the sun. So that way your hand now turns itself invisible. So you can apply that trick with that trick. So you can get yourself a two-in-one within that sun. And I know how that trick was done and performed. Since we had the beach, we have the sand, we're gonna do another sand one, but not as any sand that turns itself into a rock. And coming into our trick number 4 on our first installment. And it goes to the magic sand to rock magic trick. Is what this will look like. So you can see here, I got nothing in my hands here, and all I'm going to do is going to grab is a little bit of sand to go in this hand here. So I'm just going to show you me grabbing a little bit of sand from over here, right here. So here is sand. Well, I'm going to actually just put it into my hand like this. Watch. You see? That right there? Watch this. Very, very carefully. It actually is move that sand in like this. It turns into a rock. Sand to rock. How was this master trick done? I'll show you. For this sand to rock, all you will need is a rock and, of course, your beach sand. You're going to is have the rock into your pocket of your pants. You can see your hands completely empty first. Go grab the rock, and you're going to is swing this in very quickly into your hand over here while grabbing some sand. So the sand, and put it into your hand like this. Like this. Make sure you can see it going in, and then you're going to is rub that sand like this, and turn it into a rock. And that's how you do the sand to rock magic trick. Then that brings us on to our next trick. This one here goes into your shoe. And having a rock to vanish and end up in your shoe from the beach. And that goes to the magic trick, which I like to call the vanishing rock shoe magic trick. Is what this will look like. So here I got is a rock here, and I got is my shoe. You know, actually is to have this rock to come completely vanish. You can see this piece this right here in my head here. It actually is take that rock. I'm gonna set this aside to over here. Watch this rock. I'll hold there. Completely it vanishes. Okay, now that I made the rock vanish, I'm gonna put my shoe on. Ooh, ah! What happened? Huh? I just made this vanish and end up into the shoe. How is this magic trick done? I'll show you. What you will be needing is one rock and your shoe. What you're going to be doing is, it's very simple, sleight of hand and sleight of shoe. You're going to take your shoe off and only get the rock. You're going to is have the rock up to you. That way you can actually is put it into your shoe. But you're going to have your hand here, so you're going to put it into your hand, then put it into your shoe, giving you the illusion, keep your fist, put your hand over, and like this. Like you're rubbing on suntan lotion, and making it vanish. Then you're going to put on your shoe, and go, ah, what's inside there? And then dump it out like this, and then magically it appears coming from your shoe. And that's how you do the magic vanishing rock shoe magic trick. So what you do because it involves a rock and your shoe. To our sixth one we get to, and that goes to a cool trick that likes to jump. What is that? A fish. The trick was I like to call the magic summer fish jump trick. This is what this will jump like. Why is it is? The fish are really jumping. Did you just see that? Right there. Did you just see that? Look at the fish right there. Wow, 3 fish are jumping. I got you. You can turn this into a prank and into an incredible trick you could do for everyone. You want to know how this was done? I'll show you. All you need are only 3 rocks and your lake. That's what's creating the fish to jump. So grab a few great sized rocks here, there, and another one. So only 3 if you want or more. What I want to do here is toss the rock like this. make sure you get the this. And you can see, you want to make sure that you are ways away, so no one even sees you. All they see is the ripples in the water, and that splash like this, just like that, and that's how you get them fish to jump. Go to you do this way at the beach. That's how you do the fish jump trick. And here we got a lot of geese in the area down here at the park, down at the beach at Lakeside Park. It's great because we get a bit of wildlife in our first installment for our all new 2023 summer trick videos. Okay, so what's the next one we get to? We'll get to our trick number 7, and it goes to the vanishing lake weed trick. Here's what this will look like. So you can see, this is lake weed right here. If I place it just right there, we'll actually get this to completely vanish. So keep your eyes on this lake weed seen this way here. The magic completely vanishes. How is this trick done? I'll show you. All you'll need is some lake weed, let's say grass of the water, and make it vanish. Here's a very simple thing that you'll do to actually make it to vanish. So here is lake weed, which is what this is right here that I'm holding up to the camera. You'll put that into the water. I guess make sure you have it out. Make sure you get a bigger size one, but we'll use this hunk here. You're gonna see the weed, the lake weed. All you gotta do is you misdirect them by saying, "Watch it to vanish." They say, you can see, "Hey, take a look at the birds." Same time, you're going to is take the weed out of the lake there, like that, and say, "Okay, now make sure that you're paying attention to that weed." And then you go with your hand and wave it like this to make the weed to vanish from the lake. And that's how you do the vanishing lake weed trick. And that's how you do the trick to it. Because so the next trick we get to, our 8th one, that goes to the magic dissolving lake rock magic trick. Here's what this will look like. So get your beach rock and let's go. You can see that magic shining in the lake there. We're going to go for this. You can see it actually is going to take that rock here. We're going to actually is to make it completely vanish. Rock back into my hand here. I'm going to just dunk it into the water here. Watch this. 3, 2, 1. The rock magically dissolves. How is this one done? I'll show you. All you will need is a rock. Any rock will do. We'll use is this one here. You're going to need to do is the French drop. Classical sleight of hand. So the rock there, you're going to actually is take this out, put it down, put it into your other hand, and then you're going to place this into the lake water like this. And go like this. Move it. Rub your fingers. By magic, completely dissolves and vanishes in the lake, making it a lake of magic. And then that's how you do the magic dissolving lake rock magic trick. What we do at the lake and at the beach. And then get down to our next one, to our next trick, to our 9th one, and that goes to the beach tree shake trick. So here it goes into the trees. I'll see you one of the trees to where we'll perform this trick. So here I'm connected to one of the trees, like over here. Gonna actually is, so you're gonna try and have it to shake. Okay, you can wave hello to your tree here. The tree is shaking. You see? Who was actually making it shake? There's no one in this tree that's making that shake. Mystery. How is that tree shaking? I got to. You've been pranked. It also is a great trick. If I know how this is done, I'll say right now. All you will need is a beech tree. Or a tree out the closest to you. Very simple. Because all you're going to do is going to have your body right here connected to one of the trees here. You're going to go and hide your hand and your arm. And you're going to the twig and go all shake like this. But make sure that your arm stays hidden and no one sees this side. The only seeing is you at a slant like this. So it's not here, and you're gonna go from here. So you're gonna hide that. You're gonna say, watch the tree shake. Make sure you hide your arm as you are doing that, like underneath like this. Wave. And then get the tree to wave with you like this. Wave. And get the tree to wave back. Cool trick you can do with a beech tree. And so you do the beech tree shake trick. To our 10th one we get to, and that's to the invisible duck trick. And so this, well, look, right here, we definitely stun one with this trick. As it is, the ducks are very, very talkative. It's a very talkative duck. I don't even see ducks here. I don't. Look. Do you see any ducks? Where's this duck? I don't see it. Why? Because it's invisible. I got to. You've been pranked. Cool trick and a prank. The invisible duck trick is very simple. It's all in how you talk like a duck. Make sure you do this when there's no ducks in the area and none not to be seen. That way you get it to be invisible. So make sure you see there's no ducks. And then you're gonna say, I got this very talkative duck, but as is, I can't even see it. And then you're gonna say, they like to talk so much, and you can just do that like, make sure your head is turned like this. And no one sees it. You say, did you hear that duck? It was saying like, what duck? I don't see ducks. Cool, what you do? We're at the park and at the beach. You can turn it into a prank. It's a trick prank with that one. I know how that trick prank was done and performed. Just sitting down on the rocks for this one. And here we're gonna get into our next trick. Here goes to our 11th one. And that goes to the one which I like to call the beach mermaid trick. This is what this will look like. So here it is, very enchanting and very magical. There is a trick to it. They say the closer you get to the water, closer to the rocks, where mermaids like to sit, and you touch a specific rock, and something magical will happen to transform your voice. right there. This is where a mermaid would like to be sitting. Right there. So as we sit here, it actually is, if you take a little bit of water right here. That. But it's rock like this. Watch. How's this trick done? I'll show you. All you need is a rock that looks like an egg. You'll need is your lake. You're going to is with your hand and put it onto the rock. Make sure you tell about the mermaid. Reach in, grab the water, and like this. And then hold up to you, closest to your mouth, and go. Hi. Make sure you go a high pitch, like. To make it sound more like a mermaid. As I do, the mermaid beats trick. And then get down to our 12th one that goes to the Lakeside water spray trick. Here's what this will look like. How did you do that trick? I'll show you. This is our last trick. This will be make it 12, not 13. All you need is your water bottle for this and a little bit of acting. Put it in your mouth. Like that. You should make a big spray. So as is, this is going to be only 12 tricks. As is, I got to pack down. So this one here will be only 12 tricks within this installment. Again, I'll see you for our second installment tomorrow. From yours really, Rhys. Peace. All my blessings. Namaste. Now we'll read the big website with the moon.